Dave and Jay versus the world.
Nice.
Oh, my fault. I thought.
Fuck. Welcome to another episode of Cobra and Bond. And I gotta come straight out of the gate. But the very first thing that I have to say is, it's so good to see you having survived coronavirus.
First of all, let me just go ahead and clear the air because I got an awful lot of people texting me.
Yeah, you got a big support group.
They were like, "Oh my God, did you have corona?"
Yeah,
And
man, it's crazy.
No, I did not have fucking corona. There are things that first of all, I want to apologize.
Yeah.
Okay. Because but there are things that are out of my control.
Like
One
COVID-19.
of which, not COVID-19, like getting sick.
Yeah.
It was the change of weather. I work outside, okay?
Yeah.
And I got the sniffles.
Hey, let me tell you.
And now, let me just tell you this.
No, go ahead.
We live in a world.
What was that?
That was just to clear my throat.
Is that what that was?
I was getting a build up
Build
rage
up of- yeah, no.
in my throat. So, we live in a world now where it's safer to tell people that you have gonorrhea or chlamydia than a cold.
Sure.
Because it's like, you cough and it's like, people turn around. Dude, I like hocked up a little phlegm and they were like, and I was like, don't worry, guys.
Well, just before the show started,
it's just the clap.
you hocked out a phlegm ball into the trash can, the size of a baby-born chipmunk.
No,
right into your trash can.
It wasn't that big.
It was
Come
pretty
on
big.
now.
And you know, it's fun to joke, but you never really got tested.
Well,
you never. It's so
there are
simple.
things that here's the way I live my life. Quarter mile at a time.
Right.
Okay. And
Right. On the edge.
And I just didn't feel I had COVID.
Well,
I didn't. I looked at.
Now you're
First
gonna
of all,
make-
wait.
You're gonna make me do this.
I looked at the list of symptoms.
yeah, and you
I
had every single fucking one.
didn't
you?
have one of them, but I looked at the list of like cold symptoms, and I was like, boy, wow, I got pretty much every one of those goddamn
we're gonna go
things.
ahead and. Did you have a cough?
No,
You didn't have a cough.
no,
No, huh? Did you have a sore throat?
yes.
Didn't have one, you just said. And already 2 into it, and we found one that you had.
That's 50%.
Did you have fever or chills?
No.
You didn't have any muscle or body aches?
No.
What did you have then?
I had a sore throat.
Sure, that's one of them, yeah.
I had my nose was running.
Okay.
And my eyes were watery as shit.
All right. Did you have an inability to wake or stay awake? Did you find yourself having new confusion?
That's my day to day.
Just new. That's Alzheimer's kicking in because
Yeah,
your boy's getting old.
Dude, first of all, I didn't have diarrhea, which is a big one. I
Well,
didn't have
and you
stomach aches.
usually just have diarrhea.
I was
so
eating
that's weird.
Cheerios the whole time,
What's that?
comfortably, just putting down Cheerios.
So that's what you do.
My new thing is Cheerios, maple Cheerios, and cinnamon Cheerios. You mix them together.
Sure.
Slice up a banana in there.
Yeah. Why don't you just
With
go
some
ahead
almond milk?
and get rid of the regular Cheerios?
Shut up.
Hey, man.
No.
What I don't understand the regular Cheerios. It's like, hey, here's maple, cinnamon, dog shit.
Nope. Maple, cinnamon, banana slices,
Maple,
almond milk.
cinnamon,
You're welcome.
cardboard.
Nope. It was
Regular
delicious.
Cheerios.
No, it's good.
Tastes like cardboard. So if you didn't think that you had COVID,
Nope.
right?
Didn't have COVID.
Why were you so terrified
Wasn't
to go and get
terrified.
that test?
I'm lazy. That has no bearing on whether
How many CVS's do you pass whilst working on the road?
100. First of all, look, I went.
You could stop
I
in,
went on the thing because
get yourself a Rain Energy,
It's true.
pop in.
That's
little
another
COVID
thing.
test.
I was drinking, some coffee and some Rain when I was not feeling
seems
well.
like not a good idea.
No,
It
it's a
seems
good
like
idea.
you're-
I googled it and they were like, some caffeine is good for you.
Okay.
A little bit of caffeine.
Yeah.
Not a Rain Energy
Because
that
you
has
were
300
experiencing
milligrams.
Fatigue.
Nope.
Fatigue is on the
I'm
list.
experiencing fatigue now, and I'm not sick.
That's because you're coming down
Coming
from
off
the
the
COVID. Well, listen, man,
Look.
all I want to say is it's good to know that you pulled through. I did have a little bit of a moment where I played a thought experiment in my mind, and I said, what if Jay really got COVID?
I think about what if people die all the time.
That's what I thought about.
I always go, how am I going to carry on with life?
It
if,
fucked
like,
me up.
Stephanie died in a plane crash. or
It
something?
really. I thought that
think
if
about it
you
all the time.
died, it would be no sweat off my back, right? But when
Yeah.
I started to once it became
I honestly think if I died
yeah,
the next day,
yeah,
we'd lose half of our followers. Our listeners, they would just go down the toilet.
Yeah, but then
they really. A lot of the notes I got is, boy, do they like me.
Yeah, that's not well. Listen, and then we'd pick up
and
a
you know
whole
what
new
the
demographic.
Other side of the notes are, boy, do they not like you.
No, that's not true. You're just making things up here. Listen,
no,
as much
facts.
as I do like to joke around, I did run the scenario through my mind, and I did get filled with a bit of, when you go into deep thought, you play a hypothetical too far, and then you do get a bit of actual anxiety because you're able to put yourself in that position and feel for a brief moment what it would be. I was filled with a significant amount of sadness because it does feel good. This feels good.
You wanna know what's crazy in my mind? How I think?
Sure.
Is that week that we took off?
Yeah.
I saw other people releasing podcasts and their show, and I got upset.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, motherfuckers, they're pulling ahead of us now.
Right.
That's how competitive and crazy I am in my fucking mind.
Yeah. Well, when we stop, so should everybody else.
It's like, I just thought, I was like, dude, that's how crazy competitive I am. It's like I root for people's success 99% of the time, but that week that we just took off, and I was like, oh man, hope something happens to those motherfuckers too.
Yeah, hope somebody else gets COVID. You're over here wishing COVID on people.
Hope your mom gets in a car accident.
Oh my God. Hope that funeral falls on your podcast day. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, I mean.
Hope you actually get unwanted pregnancy.
I hope you go to start the cameras and shit your pants.
Something. But yeah, that's how crazy competitive I am. That I want it like I thought like, oh shit, these people just pulled ahead of us. Now we have to have the best show ever.
Yeah. Well,
should have got some fire breathers on here.
We should have got
Tiger,
some Whistling Nancy's.
Dude,
a couple of Whistling Nancy's for the show.
Did you ever light those fireworks off that I gave you?
No, Shelly fucking stole them. Shelly stole them.
You nine-fingered son of a bitch.
I kept them at the shop.
That's a box of fireworks.
Yeah,
bro.
I brought them to the shop because we have a little space where we could do stuff like that. And then one day they disappeared, and he said I didn't want a spark from whatever grinding metal to hop in the box and set off all the fireworks.
No, well played, Shelly, with that. But I mean, give them back.
Yeah, for fucking sure, give them back, you son of a. Thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna call him out on that shit. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a Halloween fireworks show or something like that because Halloween is right around the corner.
Oh, just I don't know if we had that bowl last time, the little new tchotchke bowl that we rang the podcast in with. So remember how we were saying
who the fuck knows what we're summoning when we're
well at East Meets West, that bowl was $147.99.
Yeah.
eBay
You didn't
or Amazon rather.
Yeah.
$27.
Really, and it looks exactly the same quality as one you would get from East Meets West. East Meets West is pulling the wool over every white fat bitch's eyes in New Jersey.
For like a fucking like alternative Western medicine.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
Sure are making a buck over there.
They're really butt fucking you on those prices.
They seriously are. They
don't play around.
Racket. It's a racket.
And
if
also,
I've ever seen one.
Shout out to our boy Bougie because our cars came in.
This to me is the coolest. He got me a little 1972 baby blue Bronco.
And I got
it's actually
the
a true
72 Chevelle, baby.
How fucking cool is that?
Candy
Thank you.
apple,
It is. It even says it 4x4,
racing
1972, right on the
Dude,
bottom
he did
there.
a beautiful job. My
How
dad was
awesome
looking
is
at
that?
them the other day. He was like,
I bet you.
"Where'd you guys get this?"
Yeah, he's jealous.
I was like, dude, one of the guys that listens to the show does these little die-cast cars. Dude, I was playing with mine on the video.
How cool
You
is this?
saw
My
it.
kid tries to touch this, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him.
That's
This
why
is
that's
awesome.
staying here.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait.
Nope,
This
staying
is
here.
super. It's probably better off if it stays here because it'll
For
get
sure.
fucked up.
He sent a bunch of like other like little cars for Jack and stuff like that.
And we saw his face. Handsome Bougie works
Yeah, I'll
over
tell
there.
ya,
Looks like a dude we'd like.
It looks like a dude that I would like. Yeah,
It certainly does.
There
He
are
did a
some
little
guys
unboxing.
that listen to the show that I don't know if I'd like him if I saw him. But
some of them got a face on
I
him too.
I like your face.
Yeah, he's a good looking, sharp looking dude. Did a little unboxing video, and it's just good to put a face to the name.
Yeah, I
Good
like
to
his
put a
face.
face
He's got,
to the
He's got
bouge.
kind eyes.
And he does look bougie.
Yeah.
He's a bougie looking dude.
He's a good looking guy.
He's a bougie looking dude if I've ever seen one. Thank you so much for those things though, because
Appreciate
those are
it, man. Love you,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
Shout
I
out
think
to Bougie.
These
Check
are some
him
of the
out.
coolest
His
things.
Page, he actually has abilities.
Yeah, he does. These are some of the coolest things. I'm not gonna lie, yours is fucking slick. Can I touch
I know
it? Too
mine's
bad.
cool.
That
I
is
know
pretty
he
cool.
liked mine a lot more.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Looks like
Hey,
put the
Bougie,
effort
let
in
us
on
know
that
which one you enjoyed making more. All right, and don't be afraid to hurt anybody's feelings.
Also, thank you for the support from people who really were actually concerned, thinking I had fucking COVID.
Yeah. Well, you did.
I wasn't sure if they were concerned or they were just like, hey, when are you guys gonna entertain me, clowns?
No, they were like, hey, COVID's really put a damper on this summer. Looking for a reason to celebrate. Are you really gonna die?
Jay, so does that mean Steph will be single?
Is that what that means? It's a couple of thick
that's what that
CrossFit
means.
boys out there looking
Just
for a
drooling.
gal.
I know. I would almost bet it would be somebody from the inner circle of our friends.
That's how it
who'd go
always is.
after.
It's always your own. That photo that you posted of her where she looked shredded.
She was
fucking
cock diesel.
Steph could have broke a neck.
I was training for my kickboxing fight around that time.
Well, if she
We were just one ready to go couple.
just a couple looking to fuck people up, just the wrong couple to bump into.
She
You look
was
like if you
shredded
taught her
like a-
jujitsu at that time, she'd have fucking squeezed someone's head
Strangled
off.
the life at you. Dude, she was shredded like a julienne salad, man.
Well,
But
it's
that shit
good to
kills
have
your
you
body.
back.
You can't do that kind of shit forever. 'Cause
No, you
she's
definitely
training
can't.
like she was a physique model, and that's just like her every day.
Well,
You know?
as a low-level athlete myself, I can speak to
I'm
that.
sorry. Wait a second. I was looking at my notes. Did you just say you
As a-
are a low-level athlete?
As a low
What athletic
level,
thing have you done in the last 2 weeks?
Well, I do have a bit of tennis elbow from.
Not playing tennis.
Why do they fucking? It's such a disrespectful
It's
term.
a real
It's a thing,
it's
right?
a gay term.
It is, and
Yeah.
what it is it's like the
It doesn't.
tendon.
It's not masculine.
It's certainly not masculine, and it's
Yeah.
like the tendon is starting to tear from the muscle.
It's a real brutal injury, but it's just such a feminine
Tennis, just
I
playing
got
a
tennis.
bit of.
It's not like you got like that's forged steel
Yeah.
elbow. What
No.
it happens when you.
So what do they
tear
call it?
your
Muay Thai elbow.
No,
How about
nothing
something
cool.
cool.
Tennis elbow,
No,
bro.
put too much
That's what you get.
backspin on that ball and threw my elbow out. Well, what actually happened was some of the guys at the shop getting a little ornery and tried to challenge your boy to a foot race. And so Shelly wanted the first go. Shelly said he looked me dead in my eyes, just sitting there smoking a cigarette, and he goes, I think I could beat you in a fucking race.
As he takes a long draw off his
That's
Marlboro Red.
exactly, and I respected that.
I
I
would
respected that kind of an approach to the situation. To which I rebutted, "You're a goddamn fool," and he said, "Let's do it." Now, initially, I said, "We're at work. I'm in my work stuff."
Yeah.
My boss comes in.
You wanna be ready, yeah.
Yeah. My boss walks in.
Throw some money on the table.
Shelly goes to my boss. I think I could beat Dave in a fucking foot race. My boss goes, "Let's do it."
There you go.
So we walk into the back. We got a nice stretch of grass across the back of the shop, and your boy wears steel-toe boots. Of course, took those off.
Oh yeah.
Not
You
gonna
wanna-
run in steel-toe boots. I need
Kenyans
traction.
don't.
Nope, that's right. They
Kenyans
don't.
don't.
Some of the fastest, and I learn from
That's
Kenyans.
right.
I watch and I learn.
That's right.
So I took the old boots off. And they made fun of me. They said, "Where are you taking your boots off?" I said, "I need traction, need
That's
proper
right.
traction,
Grip.
and I'm also not going to run around with 2 pounds of fucking steel on my feet."
Exactly. You cut the weight off right there.
Right there, right?
you
A
go.
little bit less drag.
That's it.
Right? So, of course, we do this equivalency of the 100-yard dash. I don't really
100-yard dash is far.
All right, so maybe it wasn't a 100-yard
It
dash.
had to be maybe a 40-yard dash.
It was the length of
50-yard
a-
dash.
yeah,
That's
that's-
normal
I
because
don't really- yeah.
a 100-yard dash is a full football field.
I'm way
You're gonna
better
run
at that.
It's going to take like
Oh, a full football field is
17
100
seconds for you to run that.
Huh. This took about 10 seconds. So probably
So it's
about half that, maybe
about
like 50-yard.
40,
40,
50
50
yard. Yeah.
So we do this, we'll call
I
it
mean,
the
I
50
ran a
yard.
5.3.
I don't know. You could just throw numbers around me. I don't know what
No,
that means.
no. I actually
I don't know what that means, though. I don't know what that means.
I ran a 5.3.
That's 5.3 seconds?
Yep.
Okay.
During my kickboxing camp,
Okay.
and I increased my dude. I had almost like a 46-inch vertical jump.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
Vertical's an interesting thing because you can
Do you
train
see-
that.
Did you not see the pictures I posted? I was burying that dude with fucking flying knees.
No,
I was killing him.
no, I didn't see. I thought you meant if
I
you
was-
were actually
I
taking
was-
videos of you doing the
No,
vertical.
your boy was in like legit shape for that kickboxing fight. I was fast. I was explosive.
Well,
I was
I'm
ready
in-
to go, but nobody wants to hear about me. Back to
Yeah,
you.
please, back
Go.
to me. Back to me. Low-level athlete, always in shape, right?
I'm talking
Smoked
about
him.
just a great story. But go ahead. you
No,
finish
that's
yours.
fine, that's fine. So what
How
happens
does your
is...
end? You
right, right.
beat a guy smoking a cigarette?
Well,
I beat a former Marine in combat.
Well, listen,
But
man.
go ahead.
All right,
No,
I don't
no.
see. No, this is not fair.
No, they
okay?
wanna
because
listen to your
you've
story.
got all kinds of physical achievements, and now anything
You're
that
a
I say
low-level
is
athlete.
I
Go
am a
ahead.
low-level athlete,
Go
and I
ahead, buddy.
demand respect from you, and you're gonna drop the fucking tone while I tell my story. Okay?
Okay.
Now
I'm
listen.
sorry.
I smoke Shelly, right? Fucking smoke him.
Great
he
story.
falls. Shelly falls on purpose. He dives into a hay bale that was
Hey,
there. All right.
you dive to get that extra couple feet.
No, but Shelly
You
it was a
can't-
calculated one. Shelly didn't fall on purpose.
You can't teach that kind of tenacity.
Well,
That's the
let me
thing,
tell you,
know?
this 50-year-old ex-meth addict, I call him that because he's missing a few of the teeth. Now, so am I, but it's for different reasons. I just
Sure.
didn't take care of the chompers.
Sure.
He smoked a lot of meth, rotted his
And
teeth
your
out
teeth
of his
will
head.
fall
I'm
out.
just
Yep.
making assumptions, really.
Yeah.
But he decides that he wants in, and he's talking fucking trash, telling me about all the accolades
Surprised John
that he
didn't want to
achieved.
get in on that.
No, John didn't want to get in on that because John is not an athlete. He's not now. I'm a low-level athlete.
Well,
John's not an athlete at all.
John recently said he's gonna headbutt me.
That John
unconscious.
did threaten to headbutt you unconscious. All right, now we'll get to
You
that.
can't beat Dave in a foot race.
You can't. Nobody can beat Dave in a foot race. All right. Now, what ends up happening is, of course, we want to run this back. My second sprint with this toothless ex-meth addict who talks all this shit about the accolades, the achievements, and back in high school, by the way. When I was in high school, I love that, right? When I was in high school, I
Dude,
was on the
that's my
fucking track
dad.
team.
He's still got like records at St. Mary's. Dude.
Living through those dreams, though. Living
He could throw a
vicariously
football over
through
those
his past.
mountains over there.
Well,
Yeah.
he starts to list his accolades, and of course, your boy's calm.
most
and
of them
cool.
are in track and field.
Of course, and he decides that he wants to engage in the foot race, and so yeah. Long story short, this nearly 50-year-old ex-meth head takes a shirtless spill into the gravel. A shirtless spill.
But I'm almost positive he was completely unscathed. Because they have
he was
like
bleeding.
sandpaper.
He was bleeding pretty bad. He lost a couple of layers there.
Watch out for the hepatitis, bro.
Now I am I'm competitive.
I'm sure he's a sweet guy though.
Well, I am competitive, and there's a thing that happens where typically
You see how competitive I am. I didn't want to lose in podcasting.
That's right. Now we're a couple of competitive Nancy's,
I really am.
right? So
I don't like to lose.
I typically have a lot of empathy when people embarrass themselves. I don't like seeing people embarrass themselves. It fucking hurts me a lot. It doesn't matter what it is in any field. If you embarrass yourself in front of me, I'm gonna try my hardest to pretend I didn't see it. And I didn't fucking flinch when this
Not
dude
when you're that close to victory, bro.
ate a fucking liter of gravel.
Yeah.
I didn't flinch. I just smoked him, walked past his body on the ground, and
that's the
strapped the
low
boots
level-
back up.
that's the low
That's the
level
low-level
athlete.
athlete in me. That's right.
Your desire for the gold.
I
you know?
just walked over, put my fucking
you could
boots on,
only
and said,
do-
told you so.
If you can only do that in a higher level of athleticism.
No, mine maxes out
Jesus.
right there. Low level is where I max
That's
out.
it.
The
Not
highest
even
level
moderate?
the highest level of athleticism I've ever going to achieve is low level athleticism, and I'm happy right there. I'm happy enough
Not
to
even
know
moderate athleticism.
No.
Keep it low level.
No, because I know that at the top of the food chain I fail. But if we're looking at the bottom of the food chain,
Yeah.
I'm a competitor, and I'm happy enough with that. I'll take that, and I'll back away. There's no reason for me to reach for the stars and then
Did you
fail.
help the guy up at least when he fell?
Fuck no. And I didn't realize that until
Sportsmanship.
a while
Learn
after.
it. Even low level guys should have it.
I kind of got ornery. I got a little ornery. He ate shit, and I walked past him like he was
You should have
trash.
walked over him like just.
I did. I
Stood.
stepped over his fucking body, looked at the blood in the dirt, and kept it moving.
Just like Stylebender last night with Paul
Bro,
Costa, bro.
I'm very
just
mad
gave
that
him a little hump. and then
he
walked.
did hump.
Yeah.
And you know who I saw?
You gave him
I
a little butt hump.
I saw Jeremy Renner in the comments being like, "What an athlete, but a terrible winner. Somebody should
Hawkeye?
teach it." Yeah,
Hawkeye. You need to shut the fuck up right now.
How dare you, Hawkeye?
He believes.
He believes.
He believes.
He believes
that
he's an
guy.
Avengers level athlete.
He's like, you don't. I got my quiver on me. Right
That's
now.
never how a
He-
hero wins.
He reaches,
As soon as he saw that hump, he reached for the quiver.
and it's like, oh shit! Not
Son,
the,
oh wait, I'm a fucking actor.
Hey.
Whoops.
I'm Ronin now.
but how
I
do you
got
do
a
that?
shaved head and a sleeve of tattoos.
A dude just won in a tremendous way. A dude like Stylebender, who is just a tremendous fucking. He's the arguably greatest striker currently in
Dude.
the UFC.
He's arguably him and Anderson Silva right now are the greatest middleweights that we've seen ever.
So
Period.
awesome.
You can't argue that.
I love
now
him.
it's a argument of who the better one is going to be and the legacy that he's going to leave. I believe it's Anderson Silva still. He beat literally the who's who of everybody.
But, I mean, there's still time. He's
got
still
time, exactly.
And he's so young.
And he's cleaning out the division.
Yes, he is,
He's
man.
one of those champions that reminds you of, like, Anderson Silva in the sense that he's like, I'm taking from 1 to 10 out.
But also the charisma.
Guys are going to have to start coming up or moving down to come see me. Or I'm going to have to go up.
He's got the English wasn't a first language for Anderson, so he was never able to really develop his star much.
He got me, too, with that Ricky Martin thing.
What
He's
Ricky
like,
Martin thing?
After I'm done with you, you're going to be Ricky Martin. You're going to look botched. Yeah. And I was like, wait a second. Does Ricky Martin have bad plastic surgery?
I don't know that.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He fooled me. He's beautiful.
He's just saying things. That's style bender off the cuff.
I love the way he says it. Botch.
He's a bad motherfucker, and he's got the ability, and he's currently doing it, to build his star so large. He's got so much charisma, so much personality.
John steps into the octagon with them. He KOs him.
You think so?
3 minutes.
I would still like to see that fight.
John
and I would be
will headbutt
heartbroken.
him unconscious.
I would be much happier if it went the other way, I think. Not that I hate on John Jones for all the shit that he's done. He's an animal.
John from Crazy House.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about. Well, John doesn't back down. He doesn't back down. He's
the
told me that
guy's got
himself.
hard.
He's got hard. He's an animal. But yeah, man. After the foot race, we decided to take on a new endeavor, which was arm wrestling. And
I'm a pretty good arm wrestler.
Well,
not for nothing.
I thought I was too. I just don't understand the
like,
rules of arm wrestling.
I was like, I used to do it for like drinks and stuff like that at bars. I would set up a whole thing and we would just boom, boom, and start arm wrestling. I got beat by some black dude from Pennsylvania, and he was like telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm an amateur.
Still holding that grudge, huh? Still looking for that. Hey,
never let it go.
Black guy from Pennsylvania.
If you're watching, I've been practicing.
Jay wants his scratch back. Yeah,
I want my 325 back for that Coors Light.
There's a thing. Shelly goes, do you want to hold hands under the elbows? Like one hand.
Hold dicks.
I didn't understand it. I said, no, I don't want to do
mine,
that.
I'll grab yours.
And so I just go one arm, and I think that's what's up, and my left arm is just dangling.
No, you definitely need to.
I didn't know that.
Brace that on
and
something.
Shelly thought that I was holding on to something because he couldn't see my hand. So he grabs something and fucking sends me, dude, and just and that's how your boy got fucking tennis elbow. And tennis elbow is a stupid fucking terminology.
It's a pretty lengthy injury too. It took me a long time to get over my tennis elbow.
When you aggravate it,
or as I like to call it, rotor elbow.
Yeah, rotor elbow, Muay Thai elbow. We're gonna start calling it Muay Thai elbow. That's what it is, Thai elbow. But yeah, man, it does a number on you because when you try it, sometimes if you aggravate it too much, the strength is simply not there to summon to lift a thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even like you can push yourself and hurt yourself. You can push yourself and hurt yourself, but the strength isn't there to summon. It's a unique fucking injury where it saps the strength from you. Like very much like when you kicked me in the leg and my leg stopped functioning. It just wasn't there anymore to hold me up. And then I fell into your arms and you had the decency to hold me and laugh in my face, but my legs stopped working.
What are friends for?
That's right. Kicking the shit out of you, leaving you with permanent hip injuries, which, by the way, in boxing recently.
I'd crack your femur, dude.
I don't want any of that.
Here, you know what the thing is? I was like, when I was not feeling good, man, I was just thinking about like just the power left my body. It was
did it feel that way?
It was this feeling of like kind of scared. I felt kind of like helpless because when you called, and you were like, John got your glove, I was like,
bad timing.
Wow, bad timing.
Bad timing.
I didn't feel like how I usually feel.
Right.
You know, I felt like.
I feel like at that time, me and John could have showed up and we could have fucked you up. We could have beat your ass. We could have had sex with you.
Probably. I honestly still think my jiu-jitsu, I still think if I wrap you up. But I felt the power leave my body and it made me scared and I was like, oh my God. But now I feel
back.
like
you feel,
a motherfucker.
You feel 100% again?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been training.
When did it come back?
Oh, motherfucker.
How long did it last?
3 days.
Three hard days?
I was sick 3-4 days, and then I felt 50%, then 70%, then like two more days after that. I'm about 100% right now. I'm doing my 15 3-minute rounds again. I'm doing my 5-minute rounds. I'm putting all the work back
When,
in. I didn't really lose much.
Did you work out while you were sick, or did you give yourself
No, I
the
gave
rest time?
myself
That's
that.
smart.
I gave myself
I didn't expect you to do that.
4 days of absolute just complete rest.
I thought you'd try to be an animal through it. I thought you'd
No,
try to
even
push through it.
Stephanie was like, "Are you gonna train today?" And I told her no.
She's like,
there's no fucking way.
You're looking like shit.
I
You're
feel
not
good.
You're not the animal that
I know.
I'm used to.
I know. Now I'm peeing in the corners of the room again.
Yeah,
Feel
marking
good.
your. That's what that smell
Like a
is.
goddamn
That's what that smell is.
tiger. Yep.
Yeah, man. Well, good for you.
I feel good. Yeah. So if anybody wants any of this,
Any of
go
the
ahead
sauce.
go ahead and just give me a call.
That's right.
I'm 100% again.
World Star Hip Hop.
But yeah, I feel good, man. But that was scary, that feeling of like powerlessness. And
Sure.
and I was just like wondering, I was like, man, like at the end of like somebody's life, that's the feeling they're gonna have.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel.
You're gonna feel
way.
that. Yeah. God's gonna take it all from you. He's gonna
John.
take it all.
Yahweh.
Did I say God or John? John's gonna take it all from you.
John ain't taking a motherfucking
Yeah,
thing
man.
from me.
But after the
I have so much shit written down.
I
to talk about.
I know. What
It's
do you
like,
have?
Oh, Dave, you're camping. You went fucking camping.
I did go camping.
Yeah. How were those dirt steaks?
They were just fine.
You know how I eat my steaks? On a table with a nice plate.
You couldn't hang in the woods, bro.
I'm not.
You
I
couldn't
don't
hang
wanna
in the woods.
I don't want to just get somewhere and go, okay, well, here we are. Let's fire up the grill and get some dirt steaks going.
That's pretty much how it is. Yeah. There you go for a
I
hike.
don't want to do that.
My wife
Hey,
decided.
you want to go for a walk? You want to eat some food in the dirt? Nope.
Yeah.
Don't want to do any of those
I don't know. It
things.
doesn't sound too bad.
I don't walk anywhere. I got a car. And then when I eat food,
You
I'm
can't-
not gonna eat in the dirt.
You can't drive in the woods, Jay. We went to the woods. We went to nature to decompress, to take in
eat some dirt steaks.
Mother Earth, to be at one with the planet, to step away from all of this, the hustle and the bustle and
I like
and all of the
hustle and the bustle.
Do you like the hustle and the
thrive
bustle?
in madness?
Well, yeah,
yes.
what are you hiding from? What are you hiding from,
John,
Jay?
at the moment.
That's good. I'll give you that.
I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a camping guy. Like,
Sure.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to be 3 days out in a fucking tent, just smelling like shit, eating food in the ground. you
Yeah,
know, just
it's the things that you're describing that are the problems. They are in fact the problems.
Yeah,
but there
of
are
course.
upsides, like just being able to. There's something about sitting in a seat, and just staring at a fire and listening to nothing. It's weird. Fire is oddly hypnotic. I don't think, some people go, this is a primal thing. Fire is a
You
primal.
know what's really nice? Watching the warm glow of a television in
That's
a
also
climate-controlled living room
That
on a
is
couch.
nice. I'll give you that.
But you stay watching
Yeah.
those fires in the dirt.
It's nice, all right?
Enjoy that.
You know what it does is it
Yeah,
also
buddy.
forces you to just talk. There's nothing else to do but to talk to each other and so the same thing that you enjoy about the podcast where it's just me and you just shooting the shit
Yeah.
for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's a good time. You don't
Yeah.
really get to just sit down and do that with people.
Yeah.
That's the way it happens camping too.
Well, I
There's
do-
nothing else to do.
But I mean, you were just with your wife and your son.
Yeah.
I do that with my wife at the end of every day in bed. It's
Right.
It's one of my favorite times.
Yeah, just
Get a
sitting
little
down,
snuggle,
just
get
talking.
a fucking talk.
Yeah.
Try to make her laugh a little bit.
Well, it's also cool
Rub her
because
butt. It's just
little butt rubs.
it's my
trying
thing.
just trying to get in there.
Trying to push up on her.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean that's when I come alive. Not hey, you want to drive 3 hours out to somewhere to watch a fire
I'm sorry.
and talk
I'm
for
sorry,
a few
Jay.
minutes?
Hey, Jay. 4 hours.
4 hours.
4
to
fucking
drive out
hours.
to the middle of nowhere to talk for a few minutes
Now-
looking at a fire.
I love my wife, right? I love my.
There's
I
a
got, hold on.
Yule
Now,
log on
hold on.
Netflix
Before
right
I say
now.
anything negative, let me
That'll keep the bad energy.
let me get
trolls
the
away.
energy right.
Okay.
Now I do love my wife, right? She's awesome.
Careful.
Now,
You're gonna walk a fine line because she does listen to this now.
yeah, she does. She does. And baby, I love you.
And if you need somewhere to go,
you're the now Jay,
You come-
you son.
you-
hey, no,
you come
wait,
over
no,
here
no,
anytime you need
You son of a bitch
to lick your wounds.
No, you son. Now listen to me, man. All right.
Just say it.
My wife is a sweetheart.
Beautiful.
I couldn't
Beautiful
be
woman.
happier. But when I give her the reins
Yep.
to find a camping spot,
Yep.
to book a camping trip, I simply don't expect her to book a place 4 fucking hours away.
Should have just gave her one. Just to let her
You get
know
one-
you don't
just
do
a-
this anymore.
Just a stiff
Just a-
backhand.
Just one across the temple.
I mean, look, man. There's beautiful places all over New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I gotta give it's real
She
easy.
picks one in Ohio.
4 hours in.
Dude,
what the
you
fuck
get
is
to
the name of this
Virginia
place?
in
Not
4 hours.
Ichabod. It's I can't even remember the fucking name of it's someplace 4 hours upstate New York. Now, it's real easy, babe, if you're listening, for you to book a 4-hour trip north because you're not driving.
You know, honestly, 4 hours, I do 4 hours comfortably. Because I'll do 2-hour drive to Vineland, 2-hour drive back.
Well, it's 8 hours.
My job is driving,
because it's 4 hours one way.
Yeah.
4 hours
well,
back.
I'm like Optimus Prime. I'm in the truck more than I'm not. So, like,
right.
I'm pretty comfortable
You basically
driving.
are part truck.
Yeah. I'm Optimus Prime.
You are Optimus Prime.
I'm a leader. You're definitely... Who do you think you are? Don't you fucking say Bumblebee.
Well, no, who's
the balls on
who's
you?
Hotshot? Hotshot is the Hotshot, yeah. The one who talks the most shit. Because that's what I do, right?
You're
I can't.
kind of like that. You're kind of like you're kind of more like a Decepticon.
Because no,
you're kind of like Starscream.
You're Starscream.
You're Starscream.
You're part fucking evil. I'm 100% altruistic good guy.
Negative.
I'm fucking Optimus Prime.
First of all,
you are fucking Megatron, bro. You fucking Megatron, bro.
In the movies, in the movie that is your life, you are not Optimus Prime,
bro.
You're that guy with glasses at the end of number 4 that nobody liked. That took the elevator.
I'm sorry, you talking about Mark Wahlberg?
Not Wahlberg.
I'm Mark Wahlberg,
You're
bro.
definitely
I'm Marky Mark, bro.
With that shirt
I'm
on,
always the good guy.
With that shirt on, you are kind of Marky Mark.
I'm handsome as fuck. This is a beautiful outfit.
Remember how
I was gonna wear my new Adidas, but they didn't match.
He had the leather jacket and the thing.
No, because I didn't watch Transformers 4. Who the fuck watched Transformers 4?
I did. And
that
guess
just
what?
goes to
You're
show
not
you
Mark Wahlberg.
that you're Megatron, bro.
Nope.
Because only an evil piece of shit would waste his time with a piece of trash film like Transformers 4. If you didn't tap out after the second one, you're a fucking monster.
No way, dude. They were good. They're all good.
They're not all good.
They're all fun and entertaining.
The second one was tight as shit.
You're such a piece of shit.
Whatever.
You can't enjoy robots coming to life and entertaining
you call yourself like this media, like, oh, I watch all the... You watch mostly trash. You don't watch... Oh, did you watch that movie I told you to watch, by the way? The Vast of Night?
Nope.
Well...
Oh, wait a second. That's with this guy. Tom Holland.
I didn't... No. No, it's a kid that kind of looks like Tom Holland. It's an alien movie. And it was about basically when the shit was popping off in the 50s in Nevada, and there was this small town, and the thing that was so...
Oh, I gotta watch it now.
It's great. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just imagine living in a fucking town where absolutely nothing happens your whole life, and the highlight of the entire town's week or month is the local basketball game, and all of a sudden, there's shit in the sky. Imagine what your life would feel like all of a sudden if nothing ever fucking happened.
It'd kind of be like going my entire life and not watching Transformers 4. I understand what that feels like. You understand what that feels like, don't you?
No, dude.
So, I'm not... I'll watch Vast of Night.
Watch the Vast of Night.
I'll give it a shot.
And I watched something else.
Also, my brother told me to... he recommended that I watch The Day the Earth Is Still...
With Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
it's a
said,
good film.
I think you would appreciate it now more because you like the alien thing.
Yeah. You're into it. We're into it right now.
I think I'm going to watch...
We're going to tell you every episode that we're into the alien thing because we're into the alien thing.
I'm into the alien thing hard right now, but I am kind of... I was listening to Lex Friedman and Fravor.
Okay.
That dude, Lex Friedman is an interesting...
Yeah, he's an interesting
weird dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real monotone. He's kind of like... But he got that Rogan push.
Yeah, but I think I think he's really intelligent, really interesting dude. I think without Rogan, though, you might not have known that he existed because very monotone, kind of not boring, but he's funny too. I think he's
got
his funny.
doctorate in like a couple things, his PhD and a few things. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's an interesting dude.
Yeah, that's the one you don't see coming is that he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
That's the kind of one I do see coming. I see like savants like that in fucking jiu-jitsu where it's like the kid doesn't talk and
like
he just
Rain
rolls. Like Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis. He was like
called Dylan Dennis Rain Man.
No, I'm calling Dylan Dennis just Dylan. I like you, but no, he was like that in the gym. Coach Ash.
Yeah.
He remembers Dylan Dennis when he was like he would cut school and go fucking train and everything
wow.
like that, and he would just be there all day. Speaking of the shirt, King's Kimono, he's affiliated with them.
It's a tight shirt.
This is the one that I did the unbagging.
Unbagging. I like that. That was
you hit
nice.
me up. You were like, we need content. I was like, I got you. I'm about to unbag these nuts.
Yeah. Well, that's not. Oh my god.
Phone's going off.
Oh my
piece
god.
Of shit.
I just left my fucking ringer on, and I'm so very. Oh look, it's Pip.
Yo, speaking of that Lex Friedman thing and the whole Rogan push, I was like, I was like watching like this thing on like Rogan, and supposedly because of something that he said or something,
all the trans stuff. Yeah, he did a podcast
the
recently.
transphobia thing, which I really don't think he is, dude.
No.
I think he's a really open-minded dude, and I don't think he gives a shit about anything, really.
No.
It's like, you want to be trans? Cool. You want to be gay? Cool. You want to be this? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It doesn't affect me
It's people's
at all.
own assumptions.
And then it's like people's own insecurities and
Yeah.
own, like, things that manifest, and they feel like they need to,
get
take
outraged
action and
about
get
it.
Yeah, because like they're like the Spotify people, they want to ban him on Spotify. But
It's not that they want to
if
ban
you
him. It's
get
that
$100
employees of
million,
Spotify.
do you think that comes with like, here you go, buddy?
Yeah.
Dude, it comes with so much.
Well,
It
it's
comes
not
with so
Spotify,
much.
the
It's
company that
$100
wants
million.
to. They don't want to
They're
censor
not-
him. It's the employees. Some employees are threatening to strike if they don't drop Rogan, which
They don't give a
You guys are
fuck.
replaceable.
Yeah.
Rogan's not replaceable. You guys are replaceable.
He's getting like 10 million
But
views
I
a
love
week,
the
dude.
assumption that people are racist or people are bigoted or people are transphobic. Why don't you fucking ask him? Because if you ask him, he's going to say, no, I'm not. I had a thing like that happen the other day where the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, we talked about it. It was the young guy with the AR-15 who shot the guys in the riot. And there was an extended video released.
Yeah.
And it showed some interesting shit, by the way. It showed Kyle earlier on when it was still daytime scrubbing the graffiti off a building.
Yeah.
It showed Kyle later on running toward a burning building with a fire extinguisher when he was attacked and when they ended up having the shooting happen or when he ended up shooting somebody. But I thought, because it was interesting to me, it's an interesting subject. There's so many nuances to the subject. It's very complicated, I think. It's not a cut and dry Kyle's a bad guy or Kyle's a good guy.
I would just ask people, like, do you think that you know the entire narrative from seeing one clip of a guy shooting a guy?
Yeah.
You're seeing this much
and then
of something
forming a
that
whole
happened.
dead an
And then
opinion
for
with
you-
a bow on it.
And then for you to draw your own opinion, like, okay, this absolutely happened. He's a racist piece
He's
of
a
shit.
piece of shit, yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, you're seeing a snippet.
Well, here's what happened.
And that's actually like most of all this stuff.
That's
You're
what
seeing
all of it is.
You're seeing this much. You're seeing an action and a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are bad reactions. I will give it to you, but you need to understand whatever the action was. It could be as simple as like, that guy was black, that guy's a racist. That could be the action
It
for
could
the
be.
reaction. Or there could be some actual something in there.
Well, this is how this weird shit played out, right?
Good.
I posted this video. I didn't say anything. I just posted it, right? And then I had a couple of close friends start to comment on it. The first one was assuming that I was agreeing with it, but they weren't too abrasive. They were just like, is this stuff that you agree with or whatever? But then somebody hopped on, without me responding to these comments yet, and said, I'm disappointed in you. This kid is not a victim. He's not a hero, blah, 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 blah. And I said,
he's
actually,
not, but he is a human being.
Well, check this shit
and
out.
I mean, you do live in a country where you're entitled to some form of like trial,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
not a
know.
public- but-
it's like you're just seeing that and that. That's all you're seeing, those two things.
Yeah, and that's a weird thing, and I'll get into that in a second. But what my big takeaway, first and foremost, was nobody asked me what my opinion on the subject was.
No, they're just gonna draw their own conclusion, and then they're gonna tell you you're a piece of shit.
I mean,
Before
to
you
use
even-
phrases
before
like,
you even like,
I'm disappointed in you. There was also a phrase used, I expect better from you. Now, the person who did this, I'm actually good friends with. And
You're
I
a
don't
racist?
hold... Yeah, I don't hold...
First of all, shout out to all our brothers and sisters out there, because it is Hispanic Heritage Month.
I hit him
and
with
I
a wink.
do-
it is
I-
Heritage.
You're
Right.
goddamn right it is.
It is.
And
Dude,
you know
that's-
what?
We're celebrating with our luchador mask.
Yeah.
No
you got
finer.
the luchador mask, and you got two half-breeds
That's
here.
right. A couple of mudbloods.
There you go.
But
but happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
I just can't believe that
Dominic
you would,
Reyes, sorry, buddy.
that you would go and throw these things around without even asking first. Like, listen, there's always time in the future to say you're disappointed in me. There's always time in the future to call somebody a racist or a bigot or what have you.
That's always the
Let's
knee-jerk
first start
reaction.
by
Racist!
asking, what is it that you think about this situation? Start there.
Nobody wants to have a
Nobody
discussion.
wants to ask any. It's so quick. Like, I always think that, and maybe it's a naive thing in my mind, but whenever somebody is accused of being racist and articles are written about them, I go, well, why don't you ask them? Ask them if they're racist. Hey, do you believe in inferiority or superiority based off of race? No?
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned that because like one of my best friends, he's a full on Trump
Racist?
supporter.
Oh.
No.
Nothing wrong with that. But
No,
for some
he's-
reason, that's equated with racism, too.
Oh, dude, immediately it's like Trump supporter. What are you, racist?
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, that's no. But he's a full on Trump supporter, and I'm really not. But I'm also really not heavily
Not super
invested
anti.
into either one of
Yeah.
these candidates. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix what is broken in this, but you're just going to keep using this primitive, archaic system until, I guess, another mega power, arises. Because if we know one thing from history, it's that, kingdoms and like,
civilizations and such, yeah.
they rise and fall.
Yeah.
Leaders like this, it's America this, it's Alexander the Great this, it's Genghis Khan this.
Right.
It's like, look, man, it's like, yeah, you're proud to be an American and shit because you're on what I guess is the winning team right now. But I mean, a couple years down the road, if China becomes the winning team, it's like, what is the world gonna look like?
Yeah.
Then,
Well, I said to this person, I was like, you shouldn't be disappointed in me. And I was very careful not to fucking get snappy and weird. But I said, look, don't be disappointed in me. The only disappointment there should be is if there can't be a conversation had about these sort of things. Because that's where we are right now. If you have an opinion that varies from somebody else's, there is no conversation to be had. There's only shouting insults. And albeit, I'm disappointed at you is not like a huge insult, but it's already tipped the scales so that you feel negatively about me. Instead of coming from a point of neutrality and having a conversation and finding out whose ideas are right or wrong, because that's the only way that you can find out if your ideas are dog shit is by having a conversation with somebody who can show you why your ideas are dog shit. Instead, these people who think that they are right, instead of speaking civilized about it and having a debate and then coming to terms, they just shout the other person down, discredit them immediately.
fascist.
And what does that make you do? That makes you hold your ideas inside and then double down on them. So if your ideas are truly wrong, they never got to get out into the world and have competitive ideas, to have debate and find out whether or not they had any footing to stand on. And instead you kept them inside and you doubled down and you only went to people who shared the same ideas as you and lived in fucking echo chambers because the other side only wants to call you shit that you can't even come back from.
Well, also, let's not forget, in order to have an opinion or have a voice before, you would have to put in so much work to rise to a level of authority or power to have an opinion, like a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King. And it's like, I want that person to represent me and my opinion. And
they
it
did
should
the work
just
to
be
get
one
there.
guy speaking to another guy who represents an opposing opinion.
Yeah.
Not everybody has a voice now. Every fucking person with the phone has a voice, and they're gonna shout their opinion at the top of their fucking lungs.
You know how I've never been accused of being racist, but I imagine it's got to feel really gross to have to be like,
I don't
I'm
think I
not
ever have
racist.
either.
Yeah, I've never been accused of it, but like imagine having to defend yourself. What's that sound like?
That's
No,
funny.
I'm not. I have black friends. I love black people. I know Asian people. Like it must feel like dog shit to have to
To justify how you're not a racist.
and it's such an unprovable thing, by the way. How do you prove that you're not racist?
Because I got a black friend. The hell does that mean?
And then somebody goes, "Well, you got one.
Yeah.
I got three. You're fucking right." You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man? It's such a weird thing.
I am so much not
don't wanna
as racist as you. I got 3 black friends.
I don't want to say that it's by design, but it feels like these labels.
The one guy with an Indian friend,
Yeah,
just
now
a
what,
Native
motherfucker?
American is just like.
I got a Puerto Rican friend who
obviously.
chills with a lot of Indian people. So
I'm
how about
talking
that,
about Native
motherfucker?
American.
Oh, Native
The
Americans.
first peoples.
Those aren't Indians, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's
Native
right.
Americans.
Land O'Lakes figured that out.
Yeah, we live in a weird time now.
It's
man.
upsetting, man. It's upsetting because you can't talk about shit anymore. You know, like you said that you're not really like. I know a lot of people that aren't into politics at all, that don't have an opinion either way. I kind of feel like that might be because the terrain is so venomous and poisonous. And
Nobody wants to get involved.
Nobody.
In that.
So
it's
the
like
most
it's like you seeing like a dilapidated house. You're like, do you want to come in here?
No, I'm fucking good.
I want to stay away from whatever's happening over there.
As soon as I walk
safe
through the
over
door,
here,
I'm gonna fall through the floor.
Yeah, if I go in there, I know there's gonna be a problem.
Which
so
is
I'm just
bad.
I'm gonna keep me and mine just out here.
But it's so terrible because we're talking about topics that are incredibly important to the development of our country. And the terrain is such that nobody wants to even talk about it. Because as soon as you talk about it, it becomes a shit show.
You know who wants to talk about it? People that want to get into arguments.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys
But we need
should
to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, but you need to have people that are willing to actually have some form of discussion and not... and the perfect thing is watching that one guy on YouTube, like, Donald Trump isn't a racist, prove me wrong. And he'll sit down at these college campuses.
Oh, yeah.
90% of the people just want to sit down there and call him a piece of shit and try to stop him. And there is, like, one in very few that will actually have
an intelligible argument.
Just have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
You know, just and that I think is really becoming more like his point is that you just want to censor me and kick me off your campus and do that because I have an opposing opinion, as opposed to you wanting just sit down and talk with me.
That's what's all right. So the conversation, you don't want to have it because it's so riddled with terrible feelings and negativity. And then when you do have the conversation, if you should end up being wrong, and sometimes it's not even just about being wrong, you'll end up being censored. So we're talking about, arguably the fate of the country, something so important, and it is damn near impossible to have a conversation about it because I could be wrong a lot. No. I'm wrong a lot.
No, I don't.
But I need to talk to you to find out if I'm wrong.
I definitely don't think you're wrong about this, but also I completely understand because once like political, like so we're gonna have the birthday party here.
Yeah.
Shout out to me. It's my birthday next
right.
Saturday.
47, big 47.
36.
Man. Well, okay.
Only 36.
Right.
So, everybody's gonna come. I have a bunch of friends that don't really know each other and stuff. But the common interest or the common person is me amongst everybody.
Sure.
And I mean, most of the people that I associate with have like-minded views. But I mean, you got a guy like my boy Pip who's gonna come here. And he's fucking, a staunch Trump supporter. He's probably going to be the only one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am friends.
But it doesn't make him a bad person or a piece of shit. And when somebody brings up, like, politics now,
yeah,
I'm kind of, like, on that end where I want to put that fire out before it even starts.
Yeah.
Because that is the fastest way for people to get upset and everything like that. And the only thing people understand after that is an ass whooping.
Yeah, well,
it's
I'm sure that...
You got to be quiet or I'm going to beat the living piss out of you.
I'm sure that Pip has come to terms with the idea that if you are an open Trump supporter, you must also be...
Who knows?
You have to be an I don't give a fuck type of a character because you're not allowed to hold that opinion, societally speaking, without being kind of aggressive about it. Kind of like, this is my stance, fuck you, fuck your feelings, I don't give a shit. Because the other side, if not, is going to try to take a dump on you.
Oh, yeah. And the first thing that gets done, you're racist, It's like, come on with that.
I am friends with Trump supporters. I am friends with people that abhor Trump.
Yeah.
And I think that if you are a person who hates him entirely, you are not friends with anybody that supports him. You live in an echo chamber. To me, I kind of feel like
I think you should know a couple people like that support that kind of person because if not, that means you're the people that you're choosing you're way too comfortable.
Yeah,
you gotta. I mean,
growth exists outside of comfort zones, but
you grow as a person when you start putting in different ideas, different cultures, different people into your life.
I would pride myself on the idea of having a bunch of people,
a diverse crowd of friends,
cut from a bunch of different cloths with a bunch of different ideals that still manage to get along somehow.
Absolutely.
Somehow that just went out the window, and it's, I don't want to harp on it because I feel like it's kind of a almost a bummer.
It's most definitely a bummer.
But I just want to say, man, if you are the type of person that makes it nearly impossible to even have a civilized conversation.
Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
I'm sorry. Fuck right off,
I thought
man.
you were gonna go, Jay. Now, wait a second.
No, I fucking
That's
agree
exactly
with that.
what we're telling you.
That's it. I do, because this is something that's so important. right? But so many people have opted out of the conversation because it's a dog shit conversation to have. But you've opted out.
They only want to opt in when we talk about like legalization of marijuana.
Yeah, that's a safe place to talk about.
Legalize all drugs and defund the police.
I don't agree with any conversation that is unsafe to have. Fuck that. Fuck that all day.
You know what's funny is because I got sick before and I didn't get a chance to tell you about this.
Your COVID all over the disgusting.
Deep Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
And I was listening to them talk and I was listening to Tim Kennedy and stuff. And you know what I've realized in that entire discussion when they started talking about the political and the army and all that, I realized that I am going to bow out of this conversation because I am ill-equipped to answer or retort to anything that's said. Yeah. Because when you talk about like balancing budgets and all this, I'm like, I'm gone. Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about, how to do that properly, how to make sure people are happy, and that the military is well funded. And it's just, but I could understand. I can, a wise man doesn't understand he's not wise. It's the same thing here. It's like, I understand that I don't know, and I have to only really stay in my lane with anything that I know. But even then, there's like, if you talk about this over here in politics, it trickles down and it would affect
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's
that's
just
what
crazy.
I'm talking about. It's the most important topic.
And I'm just so I can't even.
Well, that's why I didn't vote.
I'm just so ill-equipped to even discuss most of it,
But that's
and
fair.
I don't want to be the guy who screams out the rooftop like, racist or
something retarded.
I don't want to be that guy. Yeah. I want to, if we're gonna have a conversation about this, I want to have some kind of insight and well articulate thought.
But it's a dense subject.
But I just
to try
feel
to
that I'm so
ill-equipped.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it. But that's being fair and being honest. I didn't vote back when it was Trump versus Hillary because I just didn't have enough information, and I thought to cast my vote would be irresponsible because I didn't know anything, and I still don't know anything. I know way more than I did, and I still don't know shit. But it makes you wonder when you see people shouting from the rooftops their opinions either direction, you kind of go like, I know you, and you're an idiot too, just like me. What makes you so comfortable speaking so adamantly, brashly from your position? I kind of feel that. Like I remember when it was 2000 when Obama was getting elected, and my boy John was going to Rutgers, and he had some pretty girls show up to his dorm and go, "Hey, we're going down to vote for Obama. Do you want to come?"
Yes.
And everybody but my boy John, because John's sharp as a tack, was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." And they all went with these chicks, even though, how old are you? 18. I was fucking retarded at 18 years old. For me to have any say what direction the country would go in is a crime. What was that?
That was Google that just went off in the kitchen when you asked something. Also, could be the sleep paralysis demons.
Could be the sleep Yeah, please, let me real quick.
Let's get another one.
Let's Clint. Be gone, sleep paralysis demon.
Speaking of sleep paralysis demons and getting off of this fucking topic
please,
let's do that.
Politics. Guide me out of these woods, please.
Stephanie, like, she goes, "Hey, how did you sleep the other day?" And I go, I slept good.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, because every time I got up, just to, go to the bathroom or get a what," she's like, "You were just rubbing your shit out of your dick." I was like,
oh, man.
I was like, wait, was I like beating it or was I like over the pants handy?
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't know, but you were just going to town on
the hog."
I was like, wow. And I had a dream about that girl, Jessie Jess, the MMA fighter.
Jessie Jess.
She was in my dream, but it was nothing like sexual.
Well,
there was nothing sexual about the
over
dream.
the pants.
I'm just jacking off.
Rubbing
violently all night.
Jess, the MMA. I gotta see who that is.
MMA, Jessie Jess.
No, not Jessie. That's like a fucking Disney Channel thing, huh?
I forgot what her fucking last name is. I don't know. She's pretty cool chick.
Going to town on the old dong, though.
But yeah, I was just ripping my dick off in the middle of the night, dude.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
Yeah, she's a cutie pie. Good
So
for her.
Stephanie's like, so how'd you sleep? And I was like, wow, I really went that hard on my dick all night. I know that I was like,
Oh, dude, she's a smoke show.
I was kind of, doing the bed humps.
Yeah,
I remember waking up to that, but I don't remember,
Jessie Jess, is she a
jacking
UFC
off.
fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She just beat the shit out of some girl. Beat her up real bad.
Oh,
that
dude.
fight right there, actually.
Those fights last night though. I'm so upset. Did you manage to stay up?
Oh, I stayed up for the whole thing.
Did you?
I was watching Reyes.
I saw he got knocked out.
Just touching on this real quick.
Sure.
I don't know if you that kid that opened up, I think, the card. I can't think of his name, man. But he was the guy from a few fights ago that Daniel Cormier was asking him, like, how do you feel, man? You feel good? And he's like, man, I got to go to work tomorrow, bro.
Yeah,
And he was like crying and
yeah.
like really upset. And he's like, I can't do shit, man. And then what happened was he wound up getting a fight of the night bonus. Dana gave it to him, so it was an extra $50,000.
Damn.
So he quit his job the next day, dude.
Oh, what
And-
a gangster.
And then just like that, he just beat that one
let's see.
Kai Kara France. He just beat Kai Kara France, so he's in like the top 10 right now, dude. He's making a real big splash in the bantamweight division.
What did I see? I saw
them all, dude. I saw everything.
this
Dude,
fight.
Jan Blachowicz there, Jesus, that guy's got power.
Yeah, he cracked the shit out of him, right?
He kicked Reyes twice in the ribs that it just welted up and everything. And I was watching it with my brother, and I was just like thinking to myself, like, why isn't Reyes pulling the trigger on like a straight left? Nothing, because Juan was like using like a flurry and like switch stancing to like, power in. And Reyes just wasn't pulling the trigger on anything, man. His movement wasn't there. Like when he fought John, he very much fell into like Juan Blachowicz's game plan. He slowed down. He stayed in front of him. But yeah, that was a beautiful fight by Jan Blachowicz and our boy Matt, Polish kickboxing Matt.
Yeah.
Mateus, who listens to the show. He's like, he loves that guy. So it's
Because
like
he's
fucking
Polish.
the
Yeah,
Polish
that's
power,
Polish
bro.
power, baby.
He's got that Polish power, baby.
Hey,
and then,
I did see the Diego Sanchez Jake Matthews fight, and
Jesus.
I don't know, man. I just kind of felt. Now listen,
Diego Sanchez is a weird dude.
can we say all the respect to Diego Sanchez? He's a veteran. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, he is.
Don't disrespect me with that body. Don't step into that octagon
You
looking like that.
The hubris
That
on
was
you.
very insulting.
First of all, you don't have to be
I
muscular.
paid. I didn't. I streamed that fight.
You illegally
I may-
streamed that fight in your body
I
shaming
may
a
have.
guy
Now I'm
who
not
went
body
in there-
shaming him. I'm just saying.
Who went in there and gave you 3 hard rounds and
He
was
did.
throwing up submissions off his back in the 3rd round.
He's
still
got an
trying to win.
unfortunate build to him. Is
Dude,
what I'm saying.
do you
Is
not
that
remember-
fair? Is that true? Do
Now-
you agree?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right. You agree. He's
But
got
do
an
you remember-
unfortunate body.
Oh, dude, do you not remember the nightmare when he was bodied up at like 185?
no, but I would like to see that.
Cock
What he
Diesel
used to look like.
Put Diego Sanchez 185. He was a giant. He cut down, I think, to as low as 145. I saw him on
He's
a
a big guy.
pre-fight thing.
Oh, dude, is that him?
That's him down there, dude.
Dude,
That's when he fought at like
whoa.
45 or something.
Shredded. Look at him, looking handsome and healthy.
Yeah, now he's batshit crazy.
Look, he was thick right here too, huh?
Did you
But
see-
still, that looks pretty good. I mean, he looks muscular. That's
when
an
he
old.
That's a 185 picture. Yeah, his guy that he trains with, Josh, whatever. I forgot his coach's name, but
Okay.
he chases guys around the octagon with a knife.
What the fuck?
I swear to God, I cannot make this stuff up.
Well, that's what the PTSD is. What's done that? He's got something going on.
He-
His body looks really bad, man.
well,
he's
he
not.
just does yoga and gets chased around by a knife now. He
I
doesn't
guess
really do
maybe
a lot
that's
of strength and conditioning.
I mean, it clearly is not the
but
way.
yo, he had a good fight, man.
He looks great
He
here.
fought 3 hard fucking rounds. He was throwing up submissions in the 3rd round, and then the fight with
Look at this
Adesanya
tough 9
and
finale.
Costa,
Look at him, bodied up in the tough 9 finale. Bodied up,
monster.
shredded, bro.
So Costa and
I wish I would have seen that, man.
Costa and this guy.
Yeah, Izzy?
Yeah, Izzy. Adesanya, dude. He went in there and put a motherfucking clinic on that guy.
How many
He was
rounds did it
just
go?
1.5.
1.5.
Dude, he went in there and was just ripping that leg. Acosta was very, like, tentative and didn't pull the trigger, didn't rush forward. And then he was talking a lot of shit, like, come on. And then he would, like, smack his leg, and then he would say, meet me in the center of the octagon.
Yeah, that's what he wants to.
It was just really weird,
Well,
man.
I said that it was going to be...
And then Izzy just put a clinic on him and finally wound up clipping him with his hands.
Was Costa aggressive? Was he coming forward a lot?
Not at all.
No?
Paulo Costa was just very happy with standing in the center of the cage, getting leg kicked to fucking death. And also, what was weird is a couple fighters missed weight by 4 pounds.
Really?
4 fucking pounds. Dude.
Did you see Izzy's titty?
Yeah.
It looked like it torn, like he...
Yeah. Well, they were also saying, like
it's steroids.
That's what he's saying.
That he's cycling
got
off.
Gynecomastia or whatever. Where
He had a titty.
He's got that titty on. And do you know what his rebuttal was to that?
I saw it. He was like,
Why are you looking at my titties?
Yeah, yeah. I thought he tore something. I thought it was like somebody said a torn pectoral muscle, and I thought maybe that's what was going on.
Might have been, or it could be gynecomastia.
I would like to see what a torn pec looks like, because that would be interesting if it resembles that at all.
Let's keep looking up things that nobody else could see except you.
Well, if anybody wants to, nope, that's definitely. Look, that kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Not really. No, it looked more like gynecomastia, dude.
You think so?
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
I hope not.
I don't know. I like my superheroes not on steroids, and he's one of my favorite fighters right now.
He's the shit.
He is it, dude.
But like I said, I like him for his personality too. I like that he's
good looks.
He kind of looks like an old Nigerian man.
He does kind of.
He does look like somebody's Nigerian father.
Would you hook up?
Would I kiss him? I don't think so. No,
if you had to kiss him or Diego Sanchez, who would it be?
I think Israel. At least we could talk about stuff. We can connect. Like, what would you talk about with Diego after you kissed him? That'd be fucking weird conversation, huh?
He'd be like, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you use a knife?"
Yeah, can you use a knife when you can?
I'm not really into that kind of stuff.
We can talk about meme culture and shit like that. Have a good old time, a laugh with Israel, perhaps.
But he looked great, dude. He fought such a smart fight, and Costa just looked like he just, I don't know, man. He didn't look like the Costa of old. He didn't run forward. He didn't let his hands fly.
How long has Costa been around, though? Not
tentative. He's been in the UFC for at least, I think, 6 fights. Is that
six
like that?
fights,
He's like 4-0 or 6-0 in the UFC. Or he's got a hell of a
Wasn't
record,
he in?
man.
I thought he was 13. No.
He's like
13-0. Isn't he 13-0?
Yeah, he's like Jungle Fight. He was like Jungle Fight champion over in Brazil.
Yeah, now he's 13.
He's got a pedigree, man.
Yeah, and he's also bodied the fuck up.
It was a great great fights, man.
I'd rather kiss him than Israel. Israel looks like somebody's disappointed Nigerian dad. Paulo Costa is
beautiful.
A beautiful man.
Looks like he's carved out of stone. That motherfucker.
He's shredded. He's shredded.
Hands down, best body in the game.
I was looking at old pictures of me being shredded, and it made me a little sad. Maybe a little sad.
I woke up this morning to you sending me a picture fully nude with your wiener tucked between your legs, and not bad.
I'm doing all right.
I got to tell you, the body's not bad.
Yeah, but if I pull up that picture of me being shredded,
you really got to start doing something, bro.
I have
because you're gonna be that old guy that just like is working strong, but you have
I don't want
zero
that.
definition.
That's what Shelly is. Shelly's got
working guy strength,
a lot of hand strength, a lot of just arm strength. Because it's constantly manipulating shit. Like with the steel, you constantly have to. But I don't want that.
I follow the videos on Crazy House. There's some crazy shit there.
We do a lot of fun stuff, man. We run around that bitch with Nerf guns and clap each other in the.
And John, he does all this with you guys?
No, John is. He's got his own bay because he's not the funnest of guys. Although he did lick my ear the other day.
Well, there you go. He's and then he
hugged
warming
me.
up to you.
He is warming up to me. I mean, I think he likes me. I just, it's very personal. It got into my personal space. I forgot to tell you that I sent. I stayed after late one day to work on the car before the camping trip, just to new tires, oil change, brakes and rotors, shit like that.
Yeah.
And when it's all done, I go to back out, and the boys are still sitting there having a few beers, chopping it up, and I hear somebody start talking about dick size, right? They're talking about dick size. And I chime in, and I shout, 6.5, 7 on a good day.
Solid. It's a solid dick.
Well, I was met with ridicule.
Really?
Disbelief.
It's a powerful dick.
And insults. And
Are we talking 7 hard or 7 flaccid?
It's 7 flaccid, but that's cheating. It's cheating. It's like get a boner, fluff it out, let it rest. It's a procedure to get it there. It's you're taking notes. You should take notes. You gotta get it
I'm just
hard.
saying,
You gotta fluff it out.
Soft dick is nobody measures soft dick.
Yeah, well, it ends up
Everybody
being the
measures
same
that
as a
hard
boner
dick.
in the end. But what ends up happening is I say this, and they turn around, and they go, "Fuck you! It's 4.5, da da da." And I've had some drinks.
You don't look like a 4.5-inch dick guy.
Well, we're just being mean to each other at this point, right?
Oh, okay.
But
Just joshing around with the boys.
just joshing around with the boys. But there's a lot of things that I could live with. What I can't live with is having jokes about a subject that are simply inaccurate. Inaccuracies are things
Gotcha.
that I can't live with because I'm all
Absolutely.
about facts
For sure.
and the truth.
Yeah.
Now, when
Get
it
to the
comes
bottom of it.
to the penis,
Yep.
there's only one way to settle it. So I shouted, "What's your fucking phone number?
Okay.
I'm sending you my dick."
Send it.
And they said,
And
"No,
you
you're not."
dropped it.
And your boy grabbed a picture, sent it over, was actually promptly made fun of for my bush.
Hey, real men got. Oh, so the way I do my bush, I call it the Hugh Jackman. I leave some pubes on there, but I take the buzzer and I shave it down to like a number 1. And
Yeah.
It looks kind of like when Hugh Jackman is getting out of the water.
Come on, man.
It's the Hugh Jackman.
No, come on, man.
I call it the Wolverine.
This is nothing against
Is
you.
your dick your darkest part of your body?
It certainly is, but I can't really see my asshole.
No, I imagine your asshole is purpley brown. We
We have pictures of pulled up pictures of torn pectorals, and it's all purplely brown.
It's kind of like a torn pectoral is what your asshole looks like.
For the people listening, I just want you to go ahead and Google Hugh Jackman. Now, Jay,
Hugh Jackman bush, yeah.
there's nothing against you. All
Yeah.
right, this isn't a stab at you.
Yeah, I got a vicious V. But you gotta Google Hugh Jackman getting out of water.
Okay, fine. Oh, I know the picture you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not saying that my bush is as powerful as Wolverine. I'm saying my bush is
The
is
same.
That's
a weird unit of measurement.
Well, here, do a full view of what his.
yeah,
what
Hugh
he
Jackman
looks like.
getting out of water
Boom, there you go.
is a weird measurement.
You still got some hair down there.
Yeah.
But I call it the Hugh Jackman.
God, what a fucking stud, huh?
If my dick was Hugh Jackman, it would look more like.
With all those ridiculous faces. I'll tell you that man is God bless him. God bless Hugh Jackman.
Oh, he is an absolute dime.
Yeah, if I could die
Song
and
and
come
dance
back
man.
as anything that resembles Hugh
It'd be
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's asshole.
Yeah, at least give me that. But I did. I went and I sent the picture. I got made fun of for the bush, and I didn't really like. I'm not. I didn't do a lot of maintenance. But I also don't do a clean shave either. I don't like a clean shave. It just
No,
it
you don't
gets
wanna do a clean shave either.
spiky and itchy. You know what I mean? That when
You
the hair
definitely
first
need
grows back.
You definitely need to fade down that thigh hair, though.
Well, see, that's the
Your
problem,
hair
Jay.
grows from your kneecaps down,
Yeah.
then from your thighs to your
Like right
your
below my hip.
waist, and then your belly, and then it looks. Your hair grow. You look kind of
No,
like
be
Austin
care-
Powers.
All right.
It's kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
You got belly hair, like hard belly hair.
Yeah.
You know what I saw when you sent me that picture?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
You saw my man pussy.
No, I was like, oh my god. Cindy sees that
Yeah.
and goes, I want that
Yeah.
inside of me.
That's what she says.
And I couldn't believe it.
Well, you know what's interesting?
And
She
I
says it a
couldn't
lot.
fucking
She goes, "I
believe
like
it.
you. I like the hair on you and everything."
That's
but
because
I
she
kind of
don't
feel
know
like
any better.
if you dated an
Sandy,
amputee,
I'll send you some pictures of what
No,
I
no,
look
no,
like
no,
naked.
listen to me,
and
right?
that's what a dude is supposed to look
what
like.
I'm what I think is happening there.
Quads and no weird
don't say
freaky
quads,
hair.
all right? Because I can stiffen my legs out. I got a set
Get
of thighs
that
on
out.
me.
That
All right,
got no
listen, man,
definition.
sometimes I do. I have not been working out.
You got no
I got
definition.
tennis elbow. I gotta fucking rest it, man.
You got tennis knee? Do some squats, bro.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Some
I should probably do
daddies.
something. Whatever,
Some
man. But
deadlifts.
listen, what I think is happening with my wife, when she says that she likes the hair on me, I think it's like, imagine dating a girl. All right, imagine you're with Steph.
Okay.
You love her so much.
Sure.
One day, some freak accident happens. She loses an arm. She's now an
Okay.
amputee.
Okay.
One day, you get a little froggy and you say something dumb like, I don't know, I kind of like the one arm look to make her feel better.
Yeah, sure.
That's kind of, I think, what's happening here is like she loves me.
Yeah.
The hair is not a benefit,
Nope.
but she loves me. And so she says things like, no, don't shave. I like the hair because she wants me to feel good. I think I'm the amputee in this situation.
You are the amputee.
I'm the amputee. She's going, hey,
she's the adoring wife.
Your
husband.
better looking with one arm.
Yeah.
That's what's
and
happening
really,
to me.
She would love a dude with 2 arms to fuck
Like,
her.
yeah. Like if she had a dude that was real slick like a hot dog.
Hugh Jackman was coming out of the fucking
Well, Hugh
water.
Jackman's got some hair on him.
Yeah, but that's beautiful hair.
It is beautiful. I want to be
It's
jacked like Hugh Jackman, bro.
Dude, just start doing steroids. What do you do steroids and work out like a motherfucker. You will look like that.
Yeah. I don't know, but it'll destroy your endocrine system, right? See, that's what I'm waiting for.
Fuck your endocrine system.
I'm very much like Rogan in the idea that like once I get to a certain age,
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I told Stephanie this. I said once I get to like 60,
I'm getting fucking juicy, bro.
TRT. Well, the thing is, I look at my dad, and he's still in good shape. So I'm assuming that I still like.
It's gonna keep going for a while.
Obviously, I got enough like testosterone to be jacking off in the middle of the night. You know, I'm
still
I'm
rubbing that
raging.
hog in the middle of the night. You can't even. Your dick can't even wait for you to wake
3
up.
a.m. I'm rock hard.
It's demanding that it gets touched.
I was jacking off for 6
That's
hours.
the witching hour, dude. 3 a.m. That's the witching hour, and you're out here rubbing your dick. No wonder the
That's what
sleep
I'm saying.
paralysis demons don't fuck with you. They show up in your room and they're like, "Ugh, what the?
Stay
Is
away
he
from Jay.
jacking off? He's
Stay
got to
away
be.
from Jay.
He's not awake. Oh,
He'll
he's just
butt fuck you.
jacking off, man." Well, my
Jay's
dad.
an animal. We're demons, but that guy's a savage.
My dad is I think 50, and he came over to my house the other day, and he hops up on my chin-up bar, and he's doing the wide grip behind the head
Yeah.
chin-ups, boom, boom,
You look like
boom,
Mr. T
boom.
in Rocky
and
III,
he's just
right?
but he's also like 5'1".
He's got no weight.
But I've had that argument with him before, and you know what he did?
Yeah.
He's got a belt with some rope, and
Yeah.
he straps up a couple of 45-pound plates.
That's
bangs
what my
out
dad
the same
used
number.
to do. Yeah,
Bangs out the same number.
my dad used to do that. How old's your dad?
About 50.
My dad's older than that. But yeah, he's still in good shape. But I remember when he was old, in the 90s, he would take like a belt and he'd put like 2 35-pound weights and just
Boom,
bang
boom.
out dips all day.
I was at my apartment one time. My dad fucking
You
comes
gotta
over to
ask
my
him,
house.
like, hey, Pop, you still get erections?
He probably still gets boners. Yeah, he still fucks. He's got a new chick. So he
There you
gets
go.
he's got I had a seat in my old apartment. It had arms on it, right? So he has a couple of drinks in him.
And he does some like Russian like
Well-
fucking thing where like that, and then his legs like lift up.
That's exactly what he did. He puts his palms on the thing, pushes himself up, then proceeds to cross
He's
his legs,
doing-
bring them behind
He's
him.
doing old guy feats of strength.
Right? Old guy, I couldn't do it now. Brings his feet behind him, misses the back of the chair. So
Because you're the guy with the one arm.
a little bit of clearance now. And then goes into a handstand position, pops off with a twist, and lands on his feet. Disrespects me in my own fucking home.
Gets on the chair, side aerials off.
In front of my girlfriend at the time. You fucking piece of shit, Pops. How dare you?
And
How
he's
dare
probably
you disrespect me?
He's rock hard while doing this.
You know what's funny is my sister the other day, she goes, "Hey, I listened to the pre-show thing that you did. What do you mean you barely have siblings?"
I saw that. I was like,
And
oh shit.
I went and I messaged her. I was like, "Well, you see, you were raised with my brother and my sister, and I was raised as a single child." And I gave her this whole spiel, and she's like, "You fucking idiot! I was just kidding."
Siblings are so like
Strange.
it's because it's another. You know what I'm trying to do less and less is worry. And the more siblings and more like family,
more, yeah, you have to
more
worry
friends,
about.
You got to worry about them.
Yeah.
like kids scare the shit out of me. Like Jack,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid for Jack because I'm like, oh, he hasn't had love. He hasn't
Oh
had
my
his
God.
heart broke.
Oh my
He
God.
hasn't been punched in
He
the
hasn't been
face
beat up yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't experimented with drugs or drinking yet. All that stuff is coming.
I had to have such a weird conversation with him where he's like afraid of the dark, and I'm trying to tell him because he runs. It's daytime. He goes upstairs to his room to get
Dude,
something.
in your apartment complex,
I'll
be
give
afraid.
it to him. I'll
be
give it to
afraid
him.
of the dark because you don't know what's
Crackheads. You
don't know what's
I'm pretty sure
lingering
another
around.
crackhead died in the stairwell the other day, but because it was taped off, of course.
Crackheads do crackhead shit.
But he comes downstairs. He runs downstairs because he's afraid of the dark. And I try to explain to him. Imagine me trying to explain to a 5-year-old the concept of if you run away from the dark, your brain will then associate any negativity or fear with the
Yeah.
idea that you should run.
So you got to show him. So you got to go up there when it's dark, and then you got to come down.
I
Like,
did. I
see?
went in the fucking
But what
thing.
if you went up there and you fell down the stairs?
or whatever. Went up there and there was. I thought about it.
And then you broke your fucking neck. You're like, Jack,
You should have ran. I should have ran.
Call the hospital.
Well, this is how much
He's
of a
like-
child I am.
He's like, I tried telling you.
Well, this is how much of a child I am. Is I woke upstairs with him to show him there's nothing hiding in the closet. And I do think for a second,
I think all the
what
time.
if I pulled the closet door open and there was a giant greasy demon just standing there,
After that
rock
guy-
hard boner.
After that goddamn sleep paralysis show, I'm always having to like jack myself up before I go in the middle of the night.
Yep. I'm
Dude,
still
and then
worried.
I'll open the door and I'm like, God damn it! Somebody didn't put the night light on in the kitchen.
Where's the fucking? I need a night light. Well, now I leave the bathroom light on so that it shines in the hallway so he can see it from his door.
Yeah.
So he has to go to the bathroom.
There's
He's not
so
scared.
much that
it
he
makes me
has
feel
to-
good that it's on too, though.
Yeah, of
I do
course.
feel a little bit better that I
Dude.
can look out into the hallway and
But
see a
there's
light
just
on.
so much that has to happen in his life that you gotta hope, man, that it's like he smokes weed and goes, oh, this is good. But I wonder what heroin's like.
God,
And then, there's that. And
I-
then you just gotta hope you raise him well enough that he's not gonna like go to jail or like rape somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta hope that you raise a good human being.
Yeah,
That's
Drake has a
scary,
line
bro.
who's like, my dad.
Drake's
said,
kid doesn't look real.
You better make some money, not die or go to prison. So you see, I got rich and stayed free. And I'm like, those are my dad when I was younger was very much like, don't go to prison. Like he said it so often in the times that we would hang out that I thought it was going to be a much harder thing to do was to avoid prison time. I thought that prison was certainly something.
I thought I was a Teflon Don for a while because if I got locked up for the stuff that I really did and I got caught, I'd still be in prison.
Yeah.
I'd be
Oh
living
my
down the
God,
barrel of a long
the
time.
fucking near misses, the dodges, the things
Yeah.
that could have landed you in prison as a young man full of testosterone.
And then I would have been
an
that
ornery
guy.
young man.
And then I would have been that guy in like the fucking
In
hold my pocket.
yeah, hold my pocket, motherfucker. It would have been no podcast for you. There
I'd
was a
have been
lot
that
of
guy.
things coming up that I thought were going to be much more common than they are. And I saw a post the other day that was like, anybody else grow up thinking that like quicksand was going to be way bigger of a deal than it actually is?
I thought quicksand was yeah. I was
yep.
like, I gotta be careful. I definitely gotta avoid quicksand.
Definitely got to watch out for my son's in the back seat
Turns
the other
out,
day,
never seen quicksand.
and he goes, "Hey, why don't we take a shortcut?" And
Quicksand,
I'm like,
can't do it.
"There's no shortcut to where we're going. We're on the appropriate road." And then I realized, like, oh, this fucking kid thinks that shortcuts are a thing that are going to happen all the time. Like, because he sees it on his shows.
Yeah.
Everybody's always like, let's take the shortcut.
I should be able to dive through a portal and then
yeah, everywhere you go.
maybe when he was
There's
older,
a
that's
shortcut
there's actual possibility.
I mean, maybe. Who knows, right? Maybe we'll get those Elon Musk tubes and get vacuum sucked into fucking
That would be pretty
Korea
fucking
real quick.
awesome.
That would be pretty dope. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad at that.
So let's end on that. That's good.
Yeah?
All right.
Vacuum sucked to Korea?
Guys, thank you for listening
To Cobra and Bond.
We love you guys very much, and if you guys could just do us a favor, share this, like, subscribe on YouTube, do that whole shebang, and when we get to that $100 million contract from
Ooh,
Spotify,
that's right.
Guess who's getting a piece? Everybody who liked, subscribed, and shared.
Now,
So
how
please
much
do
of a
that
piece?
for us?
That's for another episode.
We'll give you stock. How
We'll
about
give you
that?
stock. There you
stock. Stock sounds
It'll be
better.
worth something
We'll keep
one
the
day.
100 million. You guys get the stock. Everybody's happy.
Win-win.
So this was episode 15 of Dave and Jay versus the world. I'm Jay. He's Dave.
True.
And we're out.
Dave and Jay versus the world.